So here's a typical enterprise. And within the enterprise, we have our ERP on-premise applications. We see a movement to the cloud. So ERP cloud and the NetSuite, so on and so forth. So there's a transition to the cloud. It's not just one cloud, however. We see contact centers being distributed, non-monolithic. There's work from home agents. This is creating a multi-cloud environment where you can see a degradation in the quality of the application and the quality of your experience. So what we really need is SD-WAN. It's a software-defined wide area network. And SD-WAN has the capability to deliver you the security, the reliability, and the quality of experience you come to expect from your applications.
The purpose of an ERP is to interact with your data, but that data is yours. So verify with an ERP if they're using your data in any way. 2, if I leave an ERP solution, how can you bring that data with you in a format that's universal to other software companies? And 3, how is your data restricted to your other employees? So an employee should have access to the data they need to do their work, no more, no less. And they shouldn't have to interrupt other employees to do their work. If you're getting an ERP, you're looking for a long-term solution in your business. So it's important to understand how they're managing your data.
A careful requirement gathering is an important milestone, and emphasis must be given in time frame and budget. An implementation of a new system is always a good opportunity to redesign business processes. Include qualified key users from all departments in the decision-making process. The infrastructure on which the application will run must have the scope of scalability along with the options to update as per the demand.
So if you are for the lookout for a new ERP solution, make sure the underlying platform from that specific ERP vendor supports that deployment scenario. So you as a customer can decide where data goes and what data you're willing to send to the cloud for using services.
One piece of advice that I would have is go live. Seems simple and obvious, right? But it's a key piece of the decision-making process throughout your project cycle. And the key thing about go live is you got to get there because your whole intent of implementation is to reach that go live. And if you're not focused on that and you don't reach it, you got no value for the project. It's okay to look at your project as a 2 to 3 year effort overall to reach the full optimal opportunity within the project.
Information security faces a dynamic adversary, and it's vital that we stay on top of watching how hackers are breaching companies so that we can adapt our security programs accordingly. Right now, we're seeing a major increase in ERP security breaches. This gives us an opportunity, before it's an epidemic, to begin the journey to building a meaningful and thoughtful security program to address these issues. If we wait, we run the risk of disrupting our critical business operations.
My key criteria are: 1, make sure you're moving to a true cloud solution. 2, will the product not only support you today, but more importantly, tomorrow? 3, industry cloud solutions. You should be looking at ERP that is designed for your industry. 4, continuous improvement. Look at solutions with a flexible platform that allow you to integrate, automate, personalize, and analyze without writing code. 5, an ecosystem of partners. The best, most vibrant modern solutions have an ecosystem of partner products that complement the ERP solution.
My best piece of advice to you is take a step back and refocus on what problem you're trying to solve. You might be too small. Your company might be too simply structured for a full ERP to actually be beneficial, and you'll be wasting money. You might just need an accounting package and a really good, well-integrated POS e-commerce site, and you're done. It's about finding the right solution and building the value to carry you into the future.
A major benefit of migrating to the cloud is that you don't have to purchase expensive hardware or manage expensive hardware. This will also allow your team to be more productive now that you can leverage your IT staff to be more strategic. There's no more servers, there's no more data backups, there's no more failing or upgrading expensive equipment. This will allow them to focus on your business processes and your business development efforts.
So I got 3 pieces of advice for you if you're thinking about a new ERP. Number 1, True Cloud. Make sure that whatever solution you have is natively built for the cloud. Number 2, bite small and chew fast. Make sure that whatever solution you get can be implemented into smaller chunks and provide value to your organization over time, not all at once in a big bang approach. Number 3, look for an ERP vendor that's growing. This is probably the most important. There are lots of old vendors out there and lots of old solutions. Find the ones that are looking toward the future because they're investing and growing their products.
What I will tell you is that some of the core capabilities that are needed to run your business are table stakes. Every ERP solution you consider should have those capabilities to run your business and address your specific business processes. But some of the things that you should consider are, especially when thinking about a cloud architecture going forward, being modern, being flexible, and being connected as well, are very critical. Having a platform that you can scale with, your business can evolve with, and offer a lot of flexibility as you adapt going forward is very critical to your ERP process and your selection.
Today, my tip for you when choosing ERP is to consider foundation first. There are two foundations available for the SME, and one is the add-on model, the one you're familiar with where you buy an accounting software, get third-party add-ons, and these are integrated to your system through some sort of an API. The enterprise model of ERP is a little bit different. It puts a tool in the hands of your deployment team that allows them to build the interface to any third-party application you wish to adopt. What that means for you at upgrade time is that you simply upgrade your ERP system as the interfaces you built to the third-party application remain relevant, and there is no pain in upgrading.
One is make sure you're getting real cloud ERP software. A lot of the legacy vendors are calling their products cloud when they really are hosted. Second thing I would make sure you do is, if you're buying a new ERP system, is make sure it's one cloud. A lot of companies have acquired various components of systems, and what that means is those products are interfaced to each other. They may have multiple logins. Very difficult to do reporting across multiple clouds when it's like that.
First and foremost, you want to make sure you're selecting an ERP that is designed specifically for manufacturing businesses. This is important because you'll get an industry-specific solution that will maximize the value of your investment. Secondly, you want to eliminate vendors that try and get you to mold your processes into their software application. If the application doesn't fit from the beginning, chances are it won't over the long term. Lastly, you want to select a team that has deep industry expertise. This will ensure that the team understands your manufacturing business and can act as a trusted advisor.
And when we're advising clients on how to select the best software for their organization, probably the biggest advice we can give them is to not get caught up in analysis paralysis. There's a lot of really good systems out there. Some of them are better than others, but it's really important to hone in quickly on the most important criteria for your organization and to quickly get to that short list and quickly get to that decision for how you want to move forward. Because every dollar an hour you spend on evaluating systems and spinning your wheels over analyzing potential software options is another hour or dollar of time that you could have been spending implementing the solutions.
At a minimum, your organization needs to have written requirements by functional area and flowcharts to serve as a narrative for your processes and transactions. Secondly, it's important to clearly define what success means. Go department by department to understand what the current system can't do, and then clearly define what the new system should do moving forward. Next, it's critical to have involvement from all departments and all locations. As your organization searches for new software, be sure to get buy-in from every location and every department. Finally, we believe it's imperative that you know your partner. It's vitally important that you take the time to meet the actual implementation team who will be doing the work and training on this new solution. You'll be working with this team extensively, so it's key to make sure personalities, work styles, and project management approach all align. Now, if you do these 4 steps, then your ERP implementation project will have a much better chance of success.